everybody. For many years now I've been ordering stuff online through eBay. And in recent years I started ordering baked goods and whatnot from Etsy. And I have noticed on several occasions, on a lot of occasions, Etsy sellers charging a lot for shipping when, and it's actually not their fault. It's just that, and there's a lot of Etsy sellers out there they don't know the tricks with the USPS on getting the shipping costs down. And I have reached out to many Etsy sellers and asked them, "Are you aware of this alternative option?" And they'd be like, "No. I mean, I was not aware of that. Thank you so much for telling me." So I figured, after explain it so many times to different sellers, I figured I'll just go ahead and make a video about it. So anyways, here we are. You're looking at two boxes on the table. One is a medium flat rate box, and the other is just your generic brown mailing box. Yeah, these are the two most common types of boxes I have witnessed Etsy sellers using. And a lot of times I can simply notice it by looking at the shipping costs. I'd say that the infamous medium flat rate box is probably the most commonly used box of the flat rate boxes. You think of it like this: it's a free box from the USPS, and it's simple to ship. You don't have to weigh it or nothing like that. It's just if you print your own labels, you don't have to worry about having to weigh it with a postage scale, which actually is not too difficult, and the postage scales are not too expensive either. But there are a lot of Etsy sellers who use flat rate boxes because they don't know that there's a much cheaper alternative option out there. So yeah, this is again the medium flat rate box. One rate, any weight as it says, up to 70 pounds. You can ship this box anywhere in the United States for one fee of $13.60. Yeah, $13.60 as of 2017. I'm sure it'll be more expensive next year. And of course you have the other sellers who do weigh their packages. They weigh their packages and print their own labels and use priority mail retail postage, and they use either recycle box. They either recycle their boxes, like they'll go buy something on Amazon and they'll save that box and then use it to ship something from Etsy, or they'll go to Walmart or Staples or Office Max and buy, when they go to buy their postage supplies, they go buy boxes. And they'll buy many of them. What I call the infamous duck box. Yeah. And I've seen in some sellers listening say, "Hey, I recycle. Don't be surprised if your order arrives in a random box from Amazon or whatnot, because it's a way to save money on shipping." Well, is it? So anyways, so we're looking at the medium flat rate box, which costs $13.60 to ship anywhere in the United States. Whether it's across the street or across the United States, it's still $13.60. And you have priority mail retail, which I've seen a lot of my orders in the past were shipped this way through the post office. They just they'll load the box up, pad everything, tape it up, take it up to their local post office counter, and buy their postage there, and often spend too much due to the fact that there's a cheaper alternative out there. For example, this seller, of course I don't have the address in here, but it came from Ohio and shipped to North Carolina for $9.75 for a 3-pound package, and that's $9.75 is currently the 3-pound priority mail retail rate. When the same shipment could have been shipped in a regional rate A box for only about $7. So yeah, regional rate box. I'm sure you just heard what I said. Perhaps maybe you never heard of a regional rate box before. That's because the post office does not really advertise it much at all, and the regional rate boxes are generally not available at the post office to pick up for use. So we're going to get this big guy out of the way, and we're going to take a look at some other boxes. There's one. And there's the other. And of course, that's the medium flat rate box. This here is the regional rate A box, priority mail box. This here is the priority mail regional rate B box. The regional rate boxes come in two different sizes, and they are intended as a low-cost alternative for those who frequently ship things. For example, let's say Etsy sellers or eBay sellers or whatnot. They are a sort of a secretive weapon at getting the cost of priority mail shipping down. This box, for example, only slightly smaller than the medium flat rate box. The most you'll pay, generally the most you'll ever pay to ship this box in the United States, lower 48 states, is $10.28. So if you are shipping out of, let's say, I don't know, Maine, and you're shipping to California, the postage will run $10.28. But let's say if you're in North Carolina, shipping somewhere else in North Carolina, or shipping to South Carolina, your shipping will be $6.52. Whereas the other guy is still paying that good old $13.60 to ship in that flat rate box. So anyways, these two boxes, the difference about them is they generally, to get the low cost postage that these boxes offer, you have to weigh your own boxes and print your own labels. Now, most people who deal in e-commerce, well, a good majority of them already have a postage scale. So that's one big thing that's already taken care of. Now, the postage scales are generally not very expensive, and considering how much cheaper regional rate is, or in some cases how much cheaper retail is versus flat rate, the scale will pay for itself very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a table of zone pricing for the regional rate A and regional rate B box. Now, for the regional rate A box, you'll see zone 9 is like $15 and something. I think you only ever will actually incur this if you ship to like Alaska or Hawaii from the mainland United States. In that case, the flat rate medium box would be a cheaper alternative. So it doesn't hurt to keep a few medium flat rate boxes in your arsenal, but the regional rate A box is definitely the way to go. Now, if you are shipping something that is too big for the rate A box, you can step up to the rate B box. And considering what this box here can hold, which is up to 20 pounds, you can definitely save money with this versus priority mail retail. These two boxes are similar to flat rate. You know, flat rate is one rate, any weight. The regional rate boxes are also one rate for any way up to 15 pounds for that one, or 20 pounds for that one. So instead of having one rate for anywhere in the United States, these boxes, that's where these boxes get a little interesting. Is, for example, with the retail method, it is priced based off of the package weight, and then it's priced off of zones based on how far the box ships. These essentially use a flat rate for the for all the different zones. So if it weighs 2 pounds or 9 pounds, it would be the same amount based on how far it ships from zones 1 through zone 9. And of course, if you reference that table, which I think I'll post in the description as well, if you reference those rates, that's essentially what you'd pay. So that's where things get really interesting with these boxes. So if I didn't mention already, you cannot get these. You generally cannot get these in the post office. You have to order them from the USPS store, which these are free boxes. They don't cost you anything. They're free. Also, is delivery of them to your house or business. They're free. And from what I've read on the USPS website, they ship in quantities of, I think, like 10 or 15. And of course, just like the flat rate, you got to build the box. Not too much to that. Yeah, these two will definitely save you some money and save your buyer some money too. I mean, just think about it. If you're shipping something in the rate A box across one state, you'll be spending roughly $6.52 or $6.83. I think that's zone 3 price. Or like the other guy who's still using flat rate and doesn't know about the regional rate boxes, that'll cost you a good $13.60. So yeah, huge difference in price. And as I mentioned, for long distance shipments across the United States, lower 48, the regional rate A is still cheaper than the flat rate medium box. Yeah, so I mean, so now you're wondering, okay, yeah, the medium flat rate is $13.60 for anywhere in the United States. Yeah, that's the trade-off about the flat rate boxes. You can put, they give you, now if you actually ship something that's really heavy, like 60 pounds, the flat rate boxes, like the medium flat rate box, would be a bargain. But for the majority of stuff I've seen on Etsy that weighs like less than 5 pounds, these boxes are just absolutely a ripoff. That's the trade-off, is you don't have to weigh them. You can just pack them with your goods, print out a label, select medium flat rate box, pay that one fee of $13.60, and it ships. And see, that fee, what it is the post office, the USPS, they set these flat rate boxes at a relatively high amount to ensure that, so those who ship low distances with these, the extra money gets allocated into the fund to pay for those who actually use these boxes to save money with heavy, shipping heavy things across long distances. Yeah, $13.60 is quite expensive if you think about it, especially when you consider the zone pricing of the regional rate A box. So anyways, I think that's everything I had meant to mention in the video. But yeah, if you're using flat rate boxes to ship all across the U.S., stop. Just stop. Look into the regional rate A box. It'll definitely save you and your buyers some money, because I've seen Etsy sellers who either eat the cost of the $13.60. They'll, like for example, charge $10 to ship this box and eat $13.60 off of their profits per shipment, or just flat out charge a full $13.60 to the buyers. You have to think about it. If you're using this flat rate box, your competition has one big advantage over you. The competition who is using the regional rate A box is they can ship for a lot cheaper, because buyers are, in a lot of cases, buyers will ultimately vote with their dollar who they buy from. Let's say one seller who's selling zucchini bread in, let's say, one state is charging $13.60 to ship because they're using the medium flat rate box, whereas another seller who is many states further away from the buyer, who is also selling zucchini bread, is shipping in the regional rate A box for, I'm just going to say, $9, because that's a $9.99 I think is the zone 7 price, which is a pretty good ways away. $9.99 is, for example, I'm located in North Carolina. $9.99 is what it would cost for somebody in New Mexico to ship something in a regional rate A box to here. Still cheaper than $13.60. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And look, we're getting close to 13 minutes and 60 seconds into the video. So we'll go and end this video at 14 minutes to symbolize $13.60, the price you should not be paying for shipping. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll end now. Hey everybody, I sure hope you guys enjoyed this video from Q Computer Channel. Remember to like the video, subscribe to Q Computer Channel for more updates, and remember to tick the bell so that you actually get notified of these updates. Did you know that I am also on a second channel that's CubeComp MTDX? Over there you'll find videos of bicycling, weather, elevators, and all sorts of other neat and interesting stuff. Feel free to subscribe to that channel as well. And again, I thank you for your support, and thanks for watching this video.